Hi, everyone. I'm here with Sir Sick and a little-known figure on YouTube called Andy Warski, really hoping to promote his channel. How's everybody doing today?
Hello?
Pretty good.
Hello?
Oh, I'm doing excellent as well. Thank you for having me on and giving me the chance to actually promote my no one knows my channel, so this is a big opportunity.
Little tip at the start of the show, maybe talk a little less and let the host take care
of
things. No, I know. I don't want to. You're new.
Toes.
We like to help out small channels as long as they shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Okay.
Relax. Sir Sick is what we call the bad cop. I'm here to help. I just want to keep everything on the level, you guys. And just let you know the tips of the trade. I'm here to help. Fuck you up. Yeah. Hey everyone, we're live with Andy Warski and Sir Sick to a lesser extent. What's up, everybody?
Hey everyone.
We're restarting now. That's what's happening.
Restarting halfway through the start. Yeah.
I want to start over. This I don't like this tone. First,
thanks, Eden Andro. Appreciate that.
Thanks. All right, and here we go. On to our first point. If you've been watching Andy Warski live, I am going to be on Monday, and in saying my name, sometimes I did a few super chats, get my name said on his thing, promote myself, get out there, get that AdSense money. That's what you guys I he has said my name maybe like 5 or 6 times on the stream or something, and he's literally said it differently every single time, from like Elandro, Edinandro, fucking Alfonso, Ralph, or something like that. So we need to get you if we're gonna be cool. I don't like being mislabeled.
I feel bad that you were donating money for me to promote you, and I'm just fucking up your name. So essentially, you're donating for nothing, actually.
Yeah, I donated and I wrote in, promote me. My name is Edinandro.
Edinandro, that other channel, is really happy with all his new subscribers.
Yeah. All right, a little bit of an elocution lesson for Andy Warski. Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Edinandro.
No, just shut the fuck up. You're ruining the stream.
Okay.
Just repeat the fucking thing. Dindro. Wait, hold on.
You fucked up your own name.
Dandro.
Well, it's a really hard name.
I'm saying right. Well, watch. All right. Okay, fine. Is it Eden?
Edinandro.
Edinandro. All right. There we go.
Edinandro. You're a fucking loser, Ed.
This is a disaster. I hate this.
No,
you know what? On the stream with Rags, he said it correctly 3 times.
3 whole times.
3 fucking times.
See, it's I hear it and I understand it, but I can't promise you I'm not going to say Andro at the end of your name. Edinandro.
All right.
Edinandro. Fuck! How did I know? No, seriously. Now, like, I was just fucking with you.
You can't put a flourish on it. I allow for some creativity. You can say Edinandro, but you got to do it like a Edinandro. Yeah, you got to do it like a Telemundo announcer.
See, I just wrote your name on the calendar as Eden. I don't even know how to spell your fucking name. I'm not even joking. Like, anyone thinks I'm fucking talking shit. There it is. There it is.
Eden. Dude, I swear to God. Just call me Ed.
Yeah, just call him Ed.
Ed, all right, cool.
It is so far removed from my real name. I'm really super secretly
So if you donate money, I could be like, oh, everyone check out Ed.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then
that name on the thing. That name on the thing. Do that.
Okay, that name on the thing. Edinandro.
See, read the thing on the super chat thing.
Okay, we're good.
So have we had enough with Ed's fucking name now? Can we move on to something slightly more interesting?
Well, the amount of tweets I got about your fucking name this morning, I was like, and they're all saying it like, say it with me, Andy, like I'm retarded or something. I know I'm slightly retarded, but slightly. Okay, Edinandro. Done.
Edinandro. Yeah.
But seriously, like, what does it really matter, honestly?
Oh, fuck you.
It's not even a real
There's
name.
only 36. There's only 36 people watching, and I'm on with Andy Warski, so I expect far more than this. So let's all just
I tweeted
quiet.
it
Let's just not talk until there's like 100 people.
I like Ranting Monkeys. His pronunciation, douchebag.
Douchebag. Yeah, it varies from douchebag, asshat. Yeah. So anyway, maybe we should talk about something. If we're gonna do a stream, we should talk about something. And as people know, if they have seen these streams, we prepare literally never for anything ever.
Not a goddamn thing.
So but Andy, talk to me about some of the recent drama going on. Maybe I can get in on that, cash in on that.
Okay.
Cut this up into little clips, exploit people for money.
Which drama in particular? YouTube has become a fucking soap opera for me. Every time I wake up, I'm like, what happened now? I'm like reading my tweets, my DMs, like, oh my God, someone else is pissed. I don't know. Here's the thing is, I guess the bigger my channel is now, I'm not as surprised seeing, hate coming my way or people criticizing. Like, for example, like now that I'm really fucking big on YouTube, apparently I'm now some sort of like teacher, scholar, academia, like people look up to me. I did this for fun. I did this for fun. When did it become like I'm like if you're looking at me for education advice, you're going to be greatly disappointed.
Done fucked up, son.
I know.
Wrong place for that shit.
Yeah. Well, is this the teal deer thing that happened recently?
Yeah. Well, actually, I wanted to know more about that because that's when I don't actually fully understand what's going on with it because I have a life. Excuse me.
Yeah.
But because I listen to him, he lies.
I want to know if I'm the only person that's been involved in a teal deer drama that has actually gained from it.
What do you mean by that?
Do you remember the Cog thought thing? See, people don't even know.
Oh yeah, Cog. I remember that.
I did a little thing, but I was completely kind of not knowing what they were doing. I was about to take a trip over to Texas, so I didn't actually know what his angle was. I just made a cute little stupid thing and threw it in there and said, "Hey, use that, bye," and turned into this big thing.
Well, I think we've learned, Cog and I have learned one really valuable lesson, and we can teach other people. Don't go after teal deer. For the love of God, if you're a YouTuber, do not speak his name negatively, or you will. It's just been.
You can go after him for being a boring cunt.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. But we did. Okay, the whole drama that happened over the weekend was. Jeff Holiday, Chris, and I did a Warski Live episode where we sort of debunked one of his videos or tried to, and we were actually pissed at one portion of the video where he sort of called out a bunch of our friends for no reason.
The female YouTubers, right?
Yeah, female YouTubers. I mean, I see his point now in hindsight, where he's talking about the trends of female YouTubers joining the site. Therefore, they are aware they'll get a lot of subscribers and money and all that bullshit. So I see his point there, but that's the part we were mad at. But when we did the stream, I hadn't watched the whole video, and we had done the entire video, but since we were pissed already and we were drinking, we nitpicked absolutely everything, and we proceeded to straw man him consistently throughout the show. And then I apologized within 12 hours. And the one thing I could say right now to the people who are still mad at me or like, and I don't trust, go fuck yourself.
Thank you.
I apologize. I screwed up, and now you can suck my dick. I do not give a shit anymore. But if you're gonna hate me for one thing I did wrong, then you're gonna be greatly mistaken, because I'm gonna fuck up a bunch more on this website. It's not gonna always be perfect. Like,
this isn't the worst thing you're gonna do, not by a long shot.
No, like when I murder someone, then we can start talking shit about Andy. But currently, like, I don't understand what his fans want me to do at this point, like to blow him or something.
Die.
And then he posted some shit on minds.com. We did a follow-up stream on Jeff's show, and I pretty much apologized again and felt bad for it and sort of pulled back what I was saying about him, because I'm like, okay, I was proven wrong. Sorry about that. And then he posted this thing about the whole Lacey Green thing and me speaking to her, and I spoke to Francesca, he posted a comment where someone's like, Andy's a fucking moron, falling for the bait. He's a weak person. So he posts like this. So I sent him an email, and may I say, you can bash him for being boring. I'm going to bash him now for being a coward and not messaging me back. All I asked him on the email, the final email I sent the other day, was email me back because you are greatly mistaken about many things. And I have evidence to show you these where you're wrong. And I'm like, you're a man of evidence. And I snapped on him on the email. I'm like, dude, okay, I fucked up. I said sorry. Now you're being a coward and not even messaging me back. So I was like, I have the evidence to prove that I was not soft on Francesca Ramsey. In fact, I was really hard on her, and now we're not talking again. And Lacey and I are talking, and she's fine, and I think she's level-headed, and we're gonna have a moderated talk between me and Francesca with Lacey, because me and Francesca, it's as you imagine. We just yell at each other back and forth. That's what happened there. And then he didn't even email me back after I called him a coward. I'm like, aren't you the man who's a man of evidence and you like looking at everything, and I'm offering you evidence and now you're too afraid to speak to me? Fine.
Well, he put the email, I guess, at the end of his hour-long video.
No, I meant the follow-up email I sent him.
Oh, okay.
I sent him a follow-up email. In fact, if you want, let me go to sent mail here. And it's very short. It's very short, but this is what I wrote it. Him
says, cunt. I hate you.
Yeah, I did say a couple things. Yeah, I did sent mail, and then go to Teal Deer. Where are you, Teal Deer? Here it is. Okay. Hey, Teal Deer, the comment you posted where someone called me a moron and I'm falling for the bait by talking to Francesca Ramsey is completely wrong. The DMs her and I had were not pretty. I'm not some pussies in a fold for MTV, and I'm not going to avoid how ridiculous her videos are and want her to be self-aware of the bullshit she spouts. First off, email me back saying you read this. Give me that at least. Secondly, talk to me. It doesn't have to be live. I ain't looking for views off this shit. You're not being skeptical about my intentions, and it's quite ironic. It can be Skype or Google Hangouts. You keep smashing me harder and harder without even talking to me. I'll tell you what I told Francesca. Now stop being a coward and fucking message me. This broken telephone shit is getting fucking stupid. Before you keep posting more assumptions about what happened, I will tell you, fucking reach out before you keep posting, because you're getting me all wrong. You're really going to believe some comment you saw on YouTube when you got my email and you can ask me straight out? Stop being a pussy and speak to me. If you don't, then keep posting assumptions online, Mr. Data Collector. When I got DMs of what we talked about, you said this book is closed or some shit at the end of your last video you posted about me. Yet you post more shit that is based purely on speculation when I have screenshots, that evidence you like so much, and I am willing to talk to you. P.S. Lacey does not work for MTV anymore.
Yeah, that was another thing I was, I'm actually glad you put that at the end. That was another thing I was actually questioning myself when people are like, she's in the pocket of MTV. I'm like, she left MTV, right?
Yeah, no, she's not working for MTV at all. She has, MTV has no gain from this at all.
I mean, has she ever spoken about, cause I gotta be honest, I so don't care about Teal Deer, like 0%, honestly, but him being an asshole isn't surprising, really. But like the Lacey Green thing is really interesting to me, and all of the kind of feedback that we get from the Lacey Green thing is it's a little bit frustrating to watch, because I actually liked her last video. I thought it was good. The two extremes thing is kind of what I'm starting to feel, is that there's radicals over here, there's radicals over here, there's all this tribalism going on both sides, but and nobody seems to know what's going on, and everybody wants to make these wild accusations, and yet these are the same people who are like, we're not a part of a community, right? We're not but then why do we have to not trust? Like, where's the trust element here? I don't understand.
Well, Well, yeah, you're right. Because I don't know if you watched, some black guy made a video on this a topic, and it was about me talking to Francesca and about the whole Lacey thing. And he's excited about building a possible bridge if that's cool with them. But again, I don't want people to think that we're being soft. I'm not being. You think when I'm talking to Lacey, I'm like, sorry. Yeah, I'm so sorry. The reason me and Francesca got into it is because I'm like, she's like, you're all so mean and blah blah blah, and you know all the way we present ourselves. And I'm like, okay, I understand. I'm sorry I hurt your feelings, but let me explain why people hate you and think you're racist.
Do they not know? I mean, do they really not know?
Well, again, with the whole Lacey thing, she is really aware now and really observant of her side and what's happened. In fact, I just posted a video about 25 minutes ago on my channel talking about how my friend, a black dude, put something called Dear Black People, talking about stop calling us victims, stop feeling bad for us. I have a job, I worked for it, and you're looking like you're making me embarrassed for my own race. And then he has death threats being sent to him. So Lacey's aware of her side, and you look at Shives and all these people who are like, we're all reeing and freaking out on that side. Lacey's main point now, after her previous video, is she wants people to be aware of why we are presenting our arguments the way we are presenting. And I explained to her, I talked to her for 3 hours the other night, and I was explaining to her, I get called Nazi and privileged, even though I worked my fucking ass off to get where I am today. And now people look at me like, oh, he's just big on YouTube because he's fucking white. Like there's no minorities on YouTube who made it or anything. And she is completely self-aware of what has happened on her side and the way they present their arguments, which has added this fucking mad toxic toxic, what do you call it? Teaching people on their side how to be toxic human beings with, death threats, Nazi, white. We want equality, except for white people. Yeah. She's now super aware of that. And Francesca, when I dropped the bomb. I'm like, this is why everyone thinks you're racist. And I explained, I debunked one of her videos in a DM, and I went on and on and on.
But it's important to notice that like Lacey Green doesn't quite push if my experience with Lacey Green, I've been around since before I was around, but like my experience with Lacey Green has always been ridiculous shit, dude. Like seriously, ridiculous shit. And the rape video, it's the only video I've ever really done on Lacey Green. Before this, if you won't even count the last one, but like, the only video I've done on Lacey Green, because it was infuriating, but it was also the only thing I can think of for me personally. I know that a lot of people have a lot of beef with like the sandpaper thing and all this nonsense, but like for me, that was the only thing where it's like, this is egregious. This is fucking wrong.
Yeah,
really fucking. And she didn't satisfy me with the Blair White, so I didn't expect her to take this turn she took.
Yeah, see. And remember, like, here's the thing with Teal Deer and everyone who's apprehensive about the situation. I want to state on record that don't act like I'm being soft.
Nobody's going to see this, dude.
Yeah. I'll put it on record, and I'll say it on my live show, and I'll say it again. You guys don't know what is going behind the fucking scenes on Skype. The transition for her to have been self-aware the way she is now took time. It took like a month of talking to her, me and a few other people. There is a lot of people who are being skeptical, yet on me, they're assuming. So with the whole Lacey, being aware about all the shit she has said, the rape thing, and I have a few other problems with her, such as those tweets, "Fuck you, white America," and blah, blah, blah. And there's a few of those things.
Really bad. Over emotional, childish. But then again, I mean, this is another point for me is that the same way you were saying, like you get to this big YouTube status and all of a sudden you're like, you become a role model, and it's either side does this. They just sort of present it differently, but you become a sort of figure. And when you're a figure, you should be held to a higher standards, which is fucking nonsense. But once you get to that point, you have to realize like Lacey's also being held to that standard, not just by the supporters, but also by the opposition. I think I fucking saw it somewhere in here too. It was like Lacey had a position on the sandpaper thing, and this was wrong, and now I can't trust her to good judgment, blah blah blah. Who cares? Who the fuck cares?
Well,
people
look at someone.
I'm gonna fuck up like constantly on this thing. If I ever get big enough, which I kind of almost hope that I don't get too big, because I'm gonna say stupidest things. I have been on these streams saying the dumbest, stupidest things. Don't hold me up to any standards. And why the fuck would you hold some sex ed chick on the internet up to any real standard?
Well, look at this. Malice Semper Victor just put on your chat. This white knighting for someone who doesn't deserve our trust is kind of gross. I'm not white knighting her.
I don't trust her. I don't trust her. I just don't not trust her.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a lukewarm middle.
Well, here's the thing too. I'm not white knighting her. When me and her have a talk on Warski Live, which is very, very soon, when you hear what her self-awareness is now, how she is now self-aware about what she has done, you're going to be surprised. And if someone on that side is willing to finally, who has a lot of influence, by the way, is able to come out and say this is not white knighting. This is me. Look, I've been doing how many videos for like 2 years on this shit? And then I've been telling at the end, come talk to me, come talk to me, come talk to me. And then finally they want to talk to me. And then I'm like, all right. And everyone now is like, what the fuck are you doing? We wanted this. So what? We're going to keep doing reaction videos to their fucking stupid shit for the rest of time. We were saying earlier, Edinandro. Just earlier before the stream that these SJW topics get quite tiresome, right? I'm getting pretty tired of it. I wanted to see some progression, and if you guys think it's white knighting to ask someone to be self-aware and admit their mistakes, then believe that's white knighting, you dumb motherfuckers. She has influence, and when she posts these types of videos, the people who are completely outrageous on her side and have absorbed this toxic behavior that has been spouted to them by people like
there's a bigger picture to this too. I don't think people understand necessarily fully my position. Fucking Lacey Green is completely irrelevant in terms of what she believes as a person or who she is as a human being. The fact that she's coming out and she's saying, maybe this is a little bit fucking crazy, or if it's even the worst thing, if it's the absolute worst assumption of her that she's exploiting it for ad revenue or trying to make herself relevant as the SJW craze is dying, that's still a signal that the SJW craze is dying. And while she does this, the immediate reaction we got from this was absolutely beautiful on Twitter. We got fucking Steve Shives freaking the fuck out because literally the definition of a bigot is Steve Shives, someone with absolutely intolerant, absolutely resistant to considering that maybe his position, just maybe his position might be wrong, will not even speak to us. The absolute fucking image of a fucking bigot is lecturing Lacey Green is lecturing Lacey Green about fucking speaking to people, and Lacey Green seeing that, she's absorbing that. Let these motherfuckers hang themselves for fuck's sake. It's great.
The main reason I sort of got into the whole anti-SJW sort of stuff anyway was because of my kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like with Lacey, my girls are probably going to be into something like Lacey when they're old enough, and I'd rather have them have a role model who sees both sides and completely just ignores one, because I don't want my girls being like that. And the fact that I want more people like Lacey to come out and start talking.
By the way, Andy, every now and then or sick just transitions during the stream, so you're gonna.
I see your fluid
every now and then.
Yes, sorry about that. I had something in my throat.
But dude. Yeah, I mean, the discourse is good in and of itself. I don't give a fuck if she could be Hitler inside. If she keeps it inside, I don't give a shit. Like, we'll talk about it if she comes out and advocates for the extermination of white people or some shit. I don't know, but like, before you get to that point, I don't actually give a shit. My point was like, does a Christian actually? Why do the Christians care so much if the preacher's fucking a tranny on the side? If he's preaching the word of God and that's what they believe in, then what the fuck? Who cares what he does? He's still helping all those people in your mind anyway to come to God. So, like, if you believe in the message that Lacey Green is saying, or if you believe what Lacey Green is saying when she talks about, I don't know, whatever, just the feminists eating each other, right? The cannibalism. If you believe that and that's being spread out there, who gives a fuck what's going on inside of her brain, or if she's doing it for ad revenue or whatever? The end result is really what matters. I'm not Lacey Green's friend. She's not my sister. She's not my girlfriend or my daughter. I don't care about her as a person. I mean, I know that sounds callous as fuck, but I don't, because I don't fucking know her. But if she's doing these, setting a precedent, then what's the big deal? And if it all falls to shit, then what's the worst thing that can happen? We can just go, oh, what an asshole. She was fake.
See, well, here's why she's talking to me quite extensively. And I'm her friend because we were friends before she became a feminist for years. We would talk, like, back in the day, me and her were friends for like 3 years. We always talked. We were really close. And then when she started spouting out this nonsense, I started making videos about her and said, fuck her. She's ridiculous. And so she obviously, when she started talking to me, was like, oh my God, like, why'd you do all these things? And it was all about the feels at first, right? So I explained to her, sorry, I did that. That's sort of like my comedy style, and I hate what you say. And then I went, this is why we talk about you. And then I brought that up. And then you could tell within the next few days and weeks, and as time went on, this is like a month ago we talked. And then after she absorbed it, she's been talking to other people as well. And then I spoke to her a few more times. And the consensus is she is now looking at from my point of view. Okay, right. Andy was a dick and this is his comedy style, but holy fuck, after hearing his point of view and how SJWs act to him, oh, holy shit, there is a problem here. And that's where she's finally, I told everyone, give her time. You think she's going to fucking be like, you know what, I'm an anti-fem? No. And also all her friends who were on that side have all stopped speaking to her. So essentially, people acting about this whole, it's about money.
That's not actually what she said, though. She said her real life friends, she said.
No, I mean her YouTube friends.
Okay. Oh, yeah, of course.
Like everyone in the, like her real life friends were always supportive because they're real.
Did you hear the arguments? Did you watch like Marina Shut Up, like the her video on it? I didn't actually too much mind Ashley Mardell. I kind of like her in a weird way, Ashley Mardell. But Marina Shut Up did a video, and the general idea of what they're saying is it's baffling to me. It's like still this amazes me how she took that first red pilled video, which by the way, Lacey needs to learn to use that term correctly if she's going to use it, because she's not red pilled but like the way they interpreted that was that Lacey Green was telling and trans people and people of color and people of whatever the fuck, all of these marginalized groups, that they must entertain all of the bigots in the universe or whatever, because all Lacey Green said was we should be open to new ideas. We should talk to people with different ideas. But even Lacey in her video indicated that there's an element that she just doesn't want to talk to, right? Mm-hmm. There's an element of SJW. For me personally, I have anti-SJWs I don't want to be associated with on this platform at all.
There are people,
and I have feminists that I just don't want to talk
to anywhere because they are actually bad people.
Which style of anti-SJWs don't you like?
Well, there's this Andy Warski guy. He's fucking awful.
I know, but that's
what a dick.
You stink.
And a Dindra. We don't like a Dindra.
Right.
And Dindra and Edendro.
No, actually, I'll tell you the kind. There's two kinds that I fucking loathe, and the first kind is honestly, it's always been the you just got wrecked, And there are certain people on YouTubers, certain YouTubers who, the ponage videos started, and some of them sort of moderated. Actually, you kind of did, didn't you, Andy? You were a little bit like that.
Like just what? Like bit. Just pure ponage.
Yeah, like fuck you, debunked, boom.
yeah. I definitely have toned down my style a little bit. As in terms of, I mean, I always believe, here's how I see it. I'm like a layman explainer. Like I see something and I react to it as a guy who is just sick of things.
Yeah,
Like,
I can relate to that, and I think there's value to that people don't acknowledge. Like, you've got your teal deer who's got all the data, and that's great. But
exactly.
and it's boring as shit, and I don't care. But some people do. Some people have the attention spans for hour-long videos about what is satire. I don't. But the the bottom line is that you've got these. It's really actually valuable to have just a commonsensical, like, just basic human common sense and decency. There's just an everyday man or woman talking about their experiences, talking about their frustrations, and that's why we do this. We just want to complain about shit on the internet.
If this stuff that people are talking about isn't useful to normal people, then it's probably not that useful.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when they're trying to apply it to everyone.
Well,
there are certain things though. Here, I actually want to get this out because I want to complain. I love complaining about anti-SJWs. It's fun. Yeah. But the Ponage guys are just. It's obvious why, because they're just right. Especially now, they're really just capitalizing on the new ones that are coming out. They're really just capitalizing on the fact that this is a thing, and I don't know. It's just it's boring. It's easy, and it's easy, and it does bring out the worst in some people, but. That I hate it, but there is another element that I can't really wrap my mind around. I actually don't know how to explain it. I've actually been on streams with people where I'm seeing these just not very smart people who pretending to be intelligent, running their streams like they're seriously, I'm seriously analyzing this. And I went on there and I'm trying to make jokes on this one stream, and I kind of got shut down every time I tried to make a funny, like, this is really serious. And it was, and maybe it was like,
we're smart. We're just smart,
and it was some
people.
Antifa thing. There is nothing more funny to me. I know, yeah, people get hurt in these violent things, but there's nothing more funny than the concept of Antifa. It is the best thing for a guy like me. I need shit like that to happen. It's fucking ridiculous. It's hilarious. The anti-fascist group. I'm sorry, like, that's funny to me. So when these little moments come in and I try to make a joke and we're being serious. You see, the problem is that these leftist progressive regressive owned.
No one's ever said these words before.
Yeah, and I'm not joking. This is how they fucking talk, dude. They're stuttering and everything.
I can't. Okay, here's the thing: is I try and find the healthy balance. I came onto YouTube for entertainment purposes, and I try to find the healthy balance between being as honest and talking about stats as possible with the comedy and entertaining aspect. But for some reason, there was like a big switch in like January or February where we became, the anti-SJWs, like, separated into like intellectual, and then there's like the Ponage, and then there's somewhere in between.
Well, there's also the left and right. I mean, the struggle with community is a valid one, even though it's annoying. My solution to it is to not call it a community, but instead call it a
solution. Ed.
Yeah, but my final solution is to call it, instead of a community, call it a community.
Yeah, or with big air quotes.
So that's good if you do it that way. But the idea of having a problem with that is valid to an extent, because we all are coming together for the most part with one common thing, which is that we don't like this one thing. Mm-hmm. So this isn't a consistent ideology across the board that we have. It's just a basic common sense type thing, like you were saying, and then we have all these different ideas. There's the right, there's the alt-right, there's the
baseline to everything.
Yeah, classical liberals or whatever. So and that's a good thing. But we when things come to a head, you do sort of have to break up into your, and make it clear what you are. I like free speech advocate. Why not?
Well,
what is it about these movements that you specifically are rallying against? To define that and then just be that. I don't know.
Yeah, I find that this whole entire putting us into sections. I feel like the skeptic community. I'll say it that way too.
Skeptic community.
I'm starting to hate hearing people say that.
I hate the word skeptic right now. First of all, and then secondly, I find that someone, I don't know who, made some sort of ethics rule book on how we present our ideas. And I'm like, motherfucker, I've been on YouTube for 10 years. I've been on YouTube longer than most people who do these videos. And you're telling me how I should present my videos because what? Because you read some science textbook that
there's literally one way to present your videos. How you enjoy making them.
No, or how it makes you a lot of money. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, there's the Ed way, and then there's everyone else.
I am the only anti. I swear to God, I'm the only anti-SJW that is so pro exploitation.
What if you're trying to make videos in a way that makes you money? Why aren't you doing that, Ed?
I don't know, man.
Well, yeah. One thing people were like, Andy, you're just doing all this because you want YouTube to be your job, and you want to make money, and you want to be famous.
How dare you?
And I'm like, yes, also, well, first of all, yes. Secondly, I'm spreading the message faster than you guys, not like making fun of like anyone in particular, but like,
fuck
people,
you, man.
Well, the people who usually bitch at me
community.
will be like, fucking Andy he doesn't present his ideas properly. He should be more serious. I look at their channel, they have like 300 views per video. And I'm like, I got 100,000 views on my fucking videos this week. I spread the message faster than you. Maybe I'm doing something right.
Yeah, that's called capitalism. If the numbers are showing, I could change things up, but this seems to be working. I mean,
damn the people.
I did. You know what? I got a message about the teal deer thing. I got a message in my inbox of some YouTube chick who's really small YouTube chick who's just who had a message up who was like, I need you just donate to my Patreon and I'll give you boob pics or some shit like that, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, this is exactly what Teal Deer was talking about. And I'm like, so? Was it? Was that what so what?
If someone has something to sell and donating? People want to pay for it, then let them fucking pay for it.
Yeah. Are people donating to see her tits? Are they good enough that she's making a significant amount of money? Because if so, I'm jealous, but good on her.
Porn stars can't do their jobs then.
Well, they can't be YouTubers debunking ideas with tits out.
They're capitalizing on art. They're capitalizing on the culture war.
The idea during a porno, start talking about SJW issues.
Now, the SJWs need to stop. This bitch is sucking my cock and she loves it.
Yo, may I be honest too? We have demolished the SJWs. We have destroyed them. So if I see another, let's debunk the wage gap for 45 minutes, reading all this information. We don't need it. You can do a 3-minute video being like, because women go take more vacations. They don't want to work as much as men.
Oh, you know what? I got a little caveat to that though, because my opinion of the wage gap is that there is a wage gap and it's not a myth. So stop calling it a myth because you're feeding the opposition. Because within that little argument that they have, this is a technicality, but it's important in knowing who you're dealing with. The little fucking, because it's not an earnings gap, it's not just an earnings gap, it's not just pay gap, it's an actual wage gap. And the reason is if you're going to make the argument, you can maybe not make this argument, but if you are going to make this argument that women are not negotiating salaries as successfully as men, which is probably true. If you got more women just now coming into an industry, it stands to reason that maybe, first of all, coming into an industry for the first time and asking for a high salary is retarded. You're the best move you can make sometimes walking in the door is to not negotiate your salary at all. Decisions all have, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're bad at negotiating, but if that is a factor, then that is a literal wage gap. It's just not necessarily egregious. It's just not necessarily a bad thing.
And so it's certainly not based on sexism.
I haven't talked about that in a while, so that made me want to say that because it's like it is technically not a myth that the wage gap
45
exists.
minutes later.
Well, feed them every now and then. When you talk to your opposition, you can concede to certain things, and they'll start listening, and then explain yourself. Like if you really want to convince the other side, and you don't want to be in all ownage or whatever, then it's just like know how to talk to your opposition without scaring them away.
And that's what I've been doing when I'm talking to Lacey, and I tried with Francesca, though I did snap on her because she just wasn't listening to me and it was all about feelings. But I explained everything very, very thoroughly in a, concise way without saying cunt or whatever. And she responded incredibly well. Like, I just went like, this is where you're wrong on this. And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, like, this is weird having you just go, yeah, all right. Like, and the thing is, we don't need hour-long videos looking at 400 textbooks to understand something anymore. In fact, most people on YouTube, and this is why I blew up, most people on YouTube do not want to see that. You come to YouTube to be entertained, and also, if you're interested in this topic, into learning something. And we present it in a way where it's both. And that's where I think we've resonated with people the most. So if anyone's gonna bash me for that, I can bash the people who are too analytical for being like, well, maybe if you want to spread your message faster, if you spoke like an everyday man, maybe people would listen more. But I don't do that, because you could make any kinds of videos as you want. I don't even want, like, people say, oh, we have to get the code removed off of YouTube. No, that's a slippery slope that will end up being, first it's this, and then it's that, and then one day we're off YouTube, and then it's 1984 on YouTube. Everyone should be allowed to say something, but we're also allowed to fucking talk shit if we want, and you could present your ideas in any which way you want. I'm not bashing the intellects who talk like that. I'm not bashing the ponage. I don't really care. Do whatever you want, but in the end, we do what we want to fucking do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, like I said, I loathe these specific kinds of channels, but I'm not trying to take them away.
Yeah, I make fun of any channel. I could make fun of my channel as well. One thing, one business meeting we had the other day is no more dick jokes. We literally said no more dick jokes. I'm like, fuck, throw out the cum and dick jokes. It's old.
You have business meetings?
It's gone. We did it.
You have business meetings?
Yeah, we had a business meeting yesterday.
You have actual
What's the point of living?
Business meetings?
No, the thing is, we have business meetings, man. Like, this is my career. This is my job, man. Like, Warski Live, my job. And in
must
fact,
be nice.
Yeah, no, it is amazing. In fact, in September, we're moving into a bigger studio. So, and we're going to hire an employee to help us add camera angles on our live shows and help us with editing for more content to be pushed out. Our business meeting yesterday was stop dick jokes.
I don't agree with that.
Yeah, I think that
not stop them completely.
Makes me hate you.
I told Chris this. Only when they're necessary, or if the pun is too hard.
You mean all the time then?
So only when a pun is
always
too hard. I love it. I love this. I love this business meeting. Only when a pun is too hard. If the pun is too hard, just default to dick show. It's an emergency exit. That's what it is. The dick joke emergency exit.
The past 4 streams I've seen, I've gone into them. I think it was iRate's, yours, and someone else's, and they all started talking about cum like instantly.
Well, we're talking about not talking about cum.
See, you still talk about it though.
If we're talking about
no more dick jokes.
Here's the thing: is our videos were like 60% the story, and then 40% fucking each other in the ass and blowing each other, and it's sort of like at least tone it down to like 5 to 8% per video. You know what I mean?
Right.
This time next month, Andy Warski's channel crashes and burns.
There were no more dick jokes.
There weren't.
Our business
not enough dick jokes.
More dick jokes.
Yeah, you adapt in this competitive environment. So
I find YouTube is very fluid in a way. Ugh, I hate that word now. Fluid.
Dick joke fluid.
Where every like few months we all have to change our tactic on how we post videos, and the new tactic now for a lot of people has been streaming, right? Because YouTube doesn't pay really.
To be fair, like, you say no more dick jokes. Is that some way in response to the quote unquote adpocalypse? Because I've actually kind of stopped swearing to see if it has any effect. And do you know what?
Loser.
No, but do you know what? One thing, I think it has had an effect. And B, it's made me work harder at being funny instead of just using swearing as a crutch.
Exactly what I said in the business meeting yesterday. I'm like, Chris, we have to make them laugh without saying dick. And he's like, okay, cool. I went to Second City.
Penis?
Yeah.
This all sounds like effort. I think I'm going to quit YouTube. No, working too hard.
Hey, look, your video was fucking. Your new video on Lacey was absolutely hilarious. The YouTube is over video you did. That was absolutely like funny as fuck. And you didn't rely on dick jokes. I just don't want to be an Amy Schumer.
Yeah, you really don't. You don't want to be.
Well, that would be relying on not being funny. And yet,
no, you just.
She's more dick fingers, though, isn't she?
Yeah, I guess for her, when I think about her, I think the because she used to be actually kind of attractive, from the neck down.
Yeah, no, she was. Yeah, she was.
The face is there's always been something wrong with the face, but that from the neck down, she looked pretty good, and it seemed to work. This drunken girl, party girl thing seemed to work.
Yeah,
doesn't really translate to sad, pathetic, fat sack of shit who steals people's jokes. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I did an endurance test where I had to sit through all of that Netflix special.
I did
and,
too.
I couldn't do 5 minutes.
I was agonized. You know what I said when they did that though? I was looking at it and I was like, I've laughed one time and it was more of a chuckle. She got me one time in a whole hour-long special, and now I'm an SJW basically. So fuck you guys.
Sure it wasn't so unfunny that you were just laughing at how unfunny it was, like the situation.
See, I did that. I laughed at how much I hated her.
No, I can't do that. I can't. There's something broken in me now after all this shit. I sat there and I watched it and I was like, I feel like I should be embarrassed for her, but she's rich. And I'm confused. Like, like I feel bad. But then really I went over though.
You hardly steal any jokes.
Hardly.
Well,
Netflix. I went over
to. I never find female comedians as funny as men. So
it's because women aren't funny.
Here's the thing, though. There's this other chick on Netflix that had another special on there that wasn't being promoted or billed or anything like that, and I just clicked it because I'm like, I wonder if other female comedians are better because it's been kind of a dry run for female comedians. There's a few of them that I like. I like Amy Schlesinger, and I like, even though they're all feminists, but it's fine. But I like, because they don't make their whole act about it or their whole persona about it. And Natasha Leggero, who definitely isn't a feminist. I like fucking some of these female comedians. Females are perfectly capable when they get out of their own, I'm a woman mode. And there's a woman who did that.
Wait, by the way, Natasha Leggero, whatever, she's married to that guy who hosts the show Problematic. You know that, right?
Maybe I'm wrong then.
I think there's I know I was when I heard that news, I was like, Natasha,
why?
You betray me. Maybe the guy in Problematic is just faking it to expose how bad it is because that whole show.
I know. Have you seen him on
Everything
Joe Rogan?
I see on that show, it seems like a parody of itself. Some of the stuff that I've seen.
Just by the title, it does seem like a parody.
It almost does because it's funny how their humor really kind of reminds me of 1980s hip cool hello kids stuff, like when you were in elementary school. When you were in elementary school and they were like, hey kids, we're gonna learn about photosynthesis. Here's a little rap, and it's like,
hey fellow child, by a 27-year-old.
We're gonna make something really really boring and something that kids don't want to fucking hear about, but it's being advertised to adults. I don't understand the world.
I didn't mind that past stuff so much though, because they were actually at least trying to educate people on things that we can show exist instead of here's someone's feelings, we should really respect them. Nah, probably not.
Oh, here's a whole episode about cultural appropriation. All right, then everyone from every country, stay in your own country then. No, you don't want that either.
Don't use anything that was ever invented by someone else.
Exactly.
See how long we last.
Yeah, it's like, no, then looks like our cultures will mix. What do you want? Do you want us to be a melting pot or not? Pick one. Otherwise, then like that one dude on Bill Nye, that Indian guy, who's like, if you use one of those curtains from Japan, like those standing folding curtain things, then you're cultural appropriating if you're doing yoga in a room that has those.
Wasn't that guy who he told people that they're not allowed to use the mysticism of his culture, and yet then he goes on to say that he doesn't like it. So, but then who? If you're not going to use it, and other people aren't allowed to use it, then it's going to die.
Yeah, exactly.
Well done, fuckhead.
Bravo. Or those two girls who were just thrown out of Portland. They had like a burrito store, and they were thrown out because everyone was sending them threats and stuff about, you went to Mexico and stole their burrito recipes. Like they stuck in the back of a restaurant.
I read that earlier. They
they stole my burrito recipe.
They started going around different restaurants saying, marking what food were made and who made them to see if the white people,
if they were allowed to make
white
them.
people culturally appropriated foods.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to go back to my Cinco de Mayo. My problem. My problem is what happens when a Mexican man sells sombreros to white people.
He gets killed.
He gets money.
Who's the problem? Which part of that is problematic?
Well, you don't understand people's cultures and how it hurts their feelings when someone does something that they don't like. And that's very important for some reason.
We actually had a video where the Aboriginals from Canada, like their art style was very, tribal graffiti style. And this one girl in Toronto, where I live, she had like an art gallery with all her paintings. She's a white chick, but who is doing that? She got her art gallery removed for racism when there's no natives here doing that. There are no natives spreading their own culture of their own art of their culture at all. She does this, gets shut down. We actually emailed her for an interview. She emailed us back and saying, no, sorry, I don't want to do that interview, but thank you for offering, because she's scared now. She's terrified because natives are like, why are you stealing our culture and our art? Okay,
just because we weren't using it doesn't mean you get to, whitey.
And it's not like she went, white people made this art. No, she went, this art is inspired from the natives' art. And she made it like her gallery was based on how amazing their art was.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, art isn't iterative. It has to come out fully formed.
The most moderate version of the cultural appropriation thing is slightly more reasonable than what we actually get from the mainstream, which is that, okay, well, when you borrow a culture or you practice, the traditions of that culture or whatever, don't do it without acknowledging, the sacrifice of blah, 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 or whatever. And even that's ridiculous. But at the same time, it's like, okay, well, this always seems to devolve into, don't touch that, stay in your own lane. Don't fucking even talk about it. Don't do this. Don't do that. It always seems to devolve into
don't touch that. It did just made me think about how I talk to my children sometimes. And that's exactly what, don't touch that. That's not yours. That's mine. Well, that's theirs.
But the point I'm making, though, is that it always goes off to this extreme. Actually, what I'm getting back to is the whole, the academics, feminists on YouTube, which to me are the worst. They're the worst. They're worse than the bedroom feminists, because what they're preaching is this idea of they dismiss the mainstream media feminism to an extent, the ridiculous BuzzFeed stuff and all of that, the Mike.com or whatever, as this popular feminism. So just forget about that. What real feminism is over here in the academic front. And I'm like, dude, why are you talking to us, dude? We're responding to BuzzFeed, right? We're responding to Mike. And you're saying you that
making videos like ours debunking their videos.
Do you know what pop means? Do you know what pop means? It means that your ideology is being misrepresented, I guess, all over the fucking internet. Why don't you have a bigger problem with that? With the fact that you are being blatantly misrepresented by these massive media outlets. If that's what you believe, why are you fucking with me? Like, why do you care about me? Why do you care about Warski, probably to a bigger extent? I'm not
reacting to something that doesn't exist and isn't happening.
Yeah, like it exists, but you're telling me that I should dismiss this popular, it's in the fucking phrase that you say, pop feminism. It's popular that I should dismiss this attitude and this behavior that's being spread across the mainstream media because you want to sit in your ivory tower and pretend that being an academic somehow makes you the savior of the universe or something like that.
We're only allowed to talk about the robust feminist arguments.
Yeah, which really all you're doing is you're exploiting grant money because you don't want to get a job. So basically... like I don't understand. That to me is actually the absolute. I don't know. I'm getting off on a tangent. I'm sorry. I've had a lot of coffee, but to me, that is the most egregious thing. It's like you're identifying a problem, but you're more like basically you're more. It's more important to fuck with bearing forever. Right, for every video that you make to be a bearing insult video.
Not for the views, though. Not for the lovely.
I don't know how I got there, but I did.
well, yeah. I feel as if this YouTube handbook on how you should make videos has gotten out of hand for either side, and it's so fucking hilarious to me because. For some reason, everyone's getting like it's like a big war. Like I think people are so sick of this SJW shit that now we're just pouncing on each other, and everyone's waiting for the next person to make a mistake to continue this soap opera we call YouTube. And to me now, like at first I was like pissed off about it. Like, why are they saying I can't present my arguments in this manner? And then Bearing the other day was just like. Andy, stop being a fucking pussy and shut up and just do what you want to do. And I'm like, you're right. You're totally, yeah. Why am I? He's like, why do you read comments on some videos? Like, who cares? He's like, just do. Like, if do you enjoy your videos? I'm like, yeah. He's like,
then you're doing it right.
Just fucking do it, yeah. He's like, if you don't like doing your,
I appreciate that, but at the same time, it's like, Mr. Bearing is because I do this to be angry on the internet. I love
no other outlets to be angry on the internet.
I'm gonna just full up admit that and embrace it. That I love complaining about things, and that's why I exist.
Yeah, and me too.
Basically a woman.
Yes,
yeah, I'm a woman.
You know what? Fine. I started this. I love bitching, and people are like, "Why does he always yell? Why is he?" Because this is who I am in real life. Like when the camera's off and I'm out there. If you see me drive. When you see, I remember when I had Josephine. My name is Josephine on my show. I had her for like 2 main videos, and she was on a live show as well.
Yeah, I don't know who she is, but she's sweet. She's sweet. I saw that.
No, she's awesome. She's a black chick from Toronto as well. And I picked her up, and we were driving back to my place.
Token black chick. There you go.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You racist.
So I'm driving back, and I'm yelling at everyone on the road on the way back to my place, and she goes, "This is actually who you are." And I'm like, yeah, sorry. Like some guy kind of cut me off like a little bit. Like, you know, he didn't put his signal on. And I'm like, fucking, what are you doing? And she's like, well, Andy, chill. I'm like, we almost died, Josephine. And then she's just like, geez, you actually are an exaggerated asshole in real life. I'm like, yeah, I'm nice though. And she goes, cool. And she's not. So like people who
some people or something. In my videos I play it up a little bit, but I think people would be surprised how much like that I am, how much like a real life cartoon I am. I guess they wouldn't. Fuck it, never mind. They're just gonna be mean in chat now. Fuck you guys.
You're mostly just like just a bit of a fag, really.
Yeah, a little bit.
You're just very, very.
I would say a little bit. I'd say pretty faggish in general, but you know, I mean,
super uber fag.
I mean, eat an Android.
And that's our stream, everybody. Goodbye.
I'm a fag. Thanks a lot for coming.
Dude,
not appearing on Andy Warski Live.
Dude, I'm called a fag on all people super chat to call me fag. All right, that's all I'm saying.
Oh no, you called me a fag and gave me $5. Woe is me.
One of the super chats. I gave you another $5 on the super chat of the last one with Rage After Storm, and it was like, hey man, put in a good word for me. I think my girlfriend's down for a threesome or something like that. And like, then I was like, then you brought up, and then you were like, it came up that she was 19, and I was like, do I feel bad?
Nah, you don't feel
I thought
bad
she was
about
23. Well, whatever. She's 19, man. That's okay. What's all this?
It's legal.
Yeah, it's legal. Even 18. Who cares? Anyone who's like, I'm 29. If I was single and an 18-year-old girl's like, you want to have sex? I wouldn't be like, let me think of the moral justification.
I'd be like, yes. About this.
Yeah,
she seems smarter than probably both of us. All 3 of us probably put together anyway.
She's so
well for yourself, fag.
I just kept asking her questions because I'm like, you know how here's the problem too, why people think I'm a knuckle dragger idiot, because not only the dick jokes, is the way I sort of speak, my brain thinks faster than my brain can make sentences. So I know what I want to say to you, but my brain's sort of like jumping around all these. So, but I heard her speak yesterday. I'm just like, she's making my show look really smart right now. I'm gonna shut up. She did say very controversial things. I was like, all right, Rage. Like, I mean, I questioned her on that one thing. She's talking about
which thing?
About special needs people should just be put down if they're too bad or something.
Oh,
I was like, I mean, like I'm trying not to be mean either. I'm like, you know, like, I mean, Down syndrome people are cool. Like, we shouldn't kill them. Like,
wait, did she reiterate and say, like, if they're a vegetable, just put a bolt in the back of the head? Because I'm fine with that.
She said that. Yeah, she said that.
I mean, it is not less humane to just put a bullet in their brains than it is to pull a fucking feeding tube. Can you imagine? Like, I can't imagine. Like,
well, I totally understood.
They can still feel anything. They're about to starve to death. So that would be pretty shit.
Yeah. But here's the thing: is I knew what she meant, but I had to like sort of like, wait, you don't mean Down syndrome, right? And she's like, no. I'm like, oh, thank God. Oh my God. I'm like, I just thought she said shoot all retards.
Yeah.
I don't want people to shoot me.
Yeah. Speaking of retards, Bearings here is apparently.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
is
fuck
he?
Bearings.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know that piece of shit. He's a fucking.
Seriously.
Did you see what he did to white the white YouTuber?
Yeah.
Did you see what he did to him? He fucking
yeah. No, so that's what he said. He said in the chat, oh, you've got the 2 Asian chaps on. No, Bearing, just the one Asian chap.
Just the one Asian chap, yeah.
Oh, dude, I just saw that Skype yesterday. I'm like, what the hell is this? And I clicked it. The white YouTuber, I'm gonna have him on the show soon. I talked to him, but
yeah, he's cool.
Idiot.
Yeah, sure he is.
Oh my God! Look, I love his videos. He's
you know what's great is he's self-aware too. But so what's great about him is, first of all, he's just a normal dude. He's a dude that you drink with too. I like him a lot. But then he streams with Gemini, who is just like Gemini has a habit of just being stupid and getting into trouble for being stupid. Like I think he got into like a. What was his thing with the Islam thing? He got into like a big stream with a bunch of YouTubers.
He got into it with Tyler Preston, Rags, I think, and some other people. Yeah. And they had just had a big fucking bitch fest between a lot of them. And I wasn't impressed with anyone in that situation, to be honest.
What was Gemini's position on that? I'm forgetting now.
I can't even remember. I just remember thinking, oh, for fuck's sake, everybody, just stop.
Well, I'm glad I brought it up. Anyway, he said he basically didn't know what he was anything about Islam, and he was like, I don't really care, you know, like, I don't really know, whatever. and they just had like a rage on him about, you know, the whole Islam thing, and he just loves getting himself in those situations. He's just like some dumb guy on the internet. There's a fucking place. Oh yeah, he's in the chat too. Yeah, suck my dick, dude. You're an idiot. But he
Ed loves you, really. He masturbates.
No, I do though. I love people. I fucking love people because they're self-aware. Like, you know, oh, I don't really know about this. I'm just sort of hanging out and just being having fun on the internet. There's a place for people like that. But some of my favorite people are morons.
It's also okay to be wrong about something. You know,
yeah.
It is. I don't understand people who get really fucked off and like with you, Andy, that people won't leave you alone. I said I was wrong. For fuck's sake, piss off. I said I was wrong. What else can I do?
I'm stupid. I'm a fucking. I just see race baiting stuff and go, that's dumb. Yeah, I get it. I'm not fucking really thorough with my research. I get it. I'm a retard. I make jokes and make people laugh, and I make people's days. Like, I have like emails like, my dad died last week, and you're the first a channel to make me laugh in a week.
Yeah,
like that's what I do it for. And people are like, so Andy, what do you think about this new policy by Trump? And I'm like, I was making fun of SJWs who were complaining about Trump winning, and now I'm some sort of like political pundit.
Yeah,
yes.
A pundit. Yeah.
I love watching more. Yeah, like you said, Edinandro. Fuck. Like you said, a lot of the people I watch on YouTube aren't really brilliant. Like, they're just funny, entertaining people who sometimes are wrong, and I don't agree with them on everything. But I'm not going to be like,
that explains why you don't watch me, because I'm always right.
Yeah.
Oh, no! Honestly, man, I'm not subscribed to you. I will subscribe. I will do it
right now. We'll wait right now. Moment of silence.
Screenshot.
I want to see it.
I've been doing fine, sure.
Yeah, subscribe and why don't you give to Patreon, cough.
Okay, so let's.
We hear you're fucking loaded. You got like a team of people.
Yeah, one thing
give us some of that money.
I got a bit of a shout. Wizard of Cause is in the chat, and he gave me a bit of a shout out. And
you were on YouTube Saints, weren't you?
On a little bit of a blip on YouTube Saints. Thank you again for that, Nick. But so now we have a little bit more people who come into the streams. And they might be under the impression that we do this for them. So I just want to reiterate: we don't give a fuck about
stream that we happen to put on the internet.
This is literally an excuse for Sir Sick and I to hang out.
Okay, Sir Sick, you ready? You ready?
Yeah.
Boom.
Hey.
I'll subscribe to Wasley. I like Wasley too.
Oh, yeah, Wasley's a fucking man.
And his animation's fucking amazing. And I think
dude, did my video just get Andy Warski to subscribe to Wasley?
Yeah, honestly, Matt, I think Wasley owes you. I don't know, like if Wasley knows me, I think Wasley might hate me.
No, I don't think Wasley hates anybody. He takes the piss out of everybody.
No, he's a good guy.
White YouTuber, you are an idiot. Jesus Lord, that you thought I was Asian? Do I speak ching chang chong to you? No, I'm sorry.
I mean, you look pretty Asian to me. You're kind of squinting at the moment.
You get racist. You get racist when your fucking token Asian dude isn't here.
Yeah, when he's here, I go way more harder on Asian people. This motherfucker is an idiot, right? And then he tries to sell his shirts on your stream. Buy my shirts. Why would we want to wear the shirts of someone who thought I was Asian? Oh
no, wait. We'll buy a shirt if he makes a shirt that says, "Is Andy Warski Asian?"
Oh my god, do that.
Have that as your shirt, and it will sell all the shirts.
Also, maybe I made that Teespring thing. Maybe I should actually try to get people to buy that. So far, only T-Tac, who was in chat, and he did a super chat earlier, so I'm sorry I didn't mention that. T-Tac, thank you for buying the shirt, you idiot. That was like $40. And
you want to sell shirts so you can get a mug anyway.
He literally did it so that he could buy himself a mug.
What are you screen sharing?
There, Sugar Tits edited me as an Asian. All right. So
are those Chris's eyes?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my god.
So there, you want to see? That's me being Asian.
That's not too bad.
That's fucking brilliant. That's brilliant. I love Sugar Tits.
Oh my god, that's
amazing.
Awesome.
She's at like all my streams now, and I'm like wondering, like, it must be like 6 a.m. She's setting her alarm to watch. I don't know. Her and Bering have a fucked up sleeping schedule. I feel bad.
They don't have to work like proper people anymore because they're full on.
I don't know. Do they have a fucked up sleeping schedule, or are they just on the other side of the world? Because us trying to, Sir Sick and I met because we were both like supposed to stream with Bering after like a big because we got a bump at the same time in the same video, and that's why people are here initially.
That's all, really.
Yeah, and so we were like basically terrified of streaming because we never did it and everything, and we were like, well, we can't get a hold of Bering. I'm like, well, he fucking like it's.
Let's just do a practice stream.
It's another world. Yeah, it's like another day over there in that weird, strange place that sounds made up. Australia.
To be fair, though, we were both like, we'll do whatever we can to be on a stream whenever he can, and then he didn't because he's Bering. Love you, but fucking hell.
Yeah, so it was literally after I voted too. So we had a nice conversation about that, and we were like, "This is fun. This streaming shit is fun. Let's do a thing." And now we do a thing. The end.
Every single week, we haven't missed one so far. I don't think. I don't know what number we're on.
I missed most of one last week.
You did, but you were still technically there, so it still counts. And we still did it.
We did it. We're awesome. We're the best.
Yeah.
High five.
High five. Punch yourself in the face.
Warski asshole. This is about us, man.
I don't know why you keep inviting these fucking losers on, really.
Who, me? No. I'm saying the white YouTuber for him to be on Warski live. I want to bash him live on my show. And by the way, you do every Saturday this stream, right?
Yeah,
every Saturday, but it's
so everyone else who's in this thing, don't do any streams on Saturdays. You fucking come here, you come into our live chat, and once we're done, then you're allowed to stream. This is the rules of the internet now.
You know who's a cunt? Irate Bear is a cunt, and he I know you had him on your thing. It was terrible, terrible. I hate that guy so much. He's live now with he's live now with a marathon fundraiser for a kid, who can't walk, to make his life great. So they're gonna fund money to help this kid.
Hey, I promoted that charity on my new video today too.
Oh, did you?
I have a strange feeling that Ed Indro is trying to annoy everybody. It's
maybe do it on Sunday.
Okay.
Is he going to start walking today if the stream is up? Or whatever?
I thought you were going to be like,
we can
these
wait.
fucking YouTubers pretending they, virtue signaling, you fucking faggots raising money for it.
You make a good point, Andy. You're making very good points there.
Yeah. You know what? Irate Bear.
Officially, Andy Warski hates anybody who does charity. We've got this as fact now.
Me too. Nobody cares, but me too. I think, I think that's great. Fine, it's great, whatever. But he does have a habit of always being streaming when we stream. Yeah. And his argument is like, I had this plan since the morning. I'm like, we've had this plan for
literally every week forever
since Trump got elected.
Are we like? Is that a thing that we're not like allowed to stream over each other? Is that like it's
a thing I'm doing?
That's a thing for us. Yeah. You shouldn't be streaming over us. It's really fucking annoying. How dare other people have their own lives and fan bases and ideas?
I streamed once when Beauty and the Beta was on, and people were like shitting on me. I'm like, I didn't know they were live, guys. Like, fucking sorry. I won't do Sundays anymore.
Just ignore your entire audience all the time.
Yeah, seriously, and here's how I knew my show is actually picking up a little bit. Where Failure was tweeting out today that he wants like a regular stream, like a regular hours. Yeah. And then everyone's like, do not stream over Andy's stream Monday to Friday. So he messaged me and I had to give him my blessing to what hours he's allowed to stream on. And I'm like, stream whatever you want, man. But I'm like 8 o'clock though. After 8 o'clock, you're fine. He's like, all right.
Yeah,
cool.
But we see the thing with that though is that if he does stream over you, he's going to probably have less viewers because there is an overlap between your audience and his.
Fuck him.
There you go. Okay.
I don't give a fuck about failure. He's a failure.
What a loser. Maybe you should just reschedule yours around whenever he does his.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll just fucking. And you know what? It's fishy. I've been his friend for how many? Like for like a year now, and I start a live stream. It's successful after a month, and then he starts a regular live stream where
you came up with the unique idea of having a live stream that no one has ever done.
No.
Before.
We did this before Andy Warski live.
Really?
Yeah, that's a fact.
No,
we've been doing this since November. We've been literally doing this since November of last year.
See, but here's my variation.
Nobody knows us.
Monday to Friday. So like.
Well, that's fair. This is a Saturday stream.
So yeah, the next day, a time I see someone on YouTube do a Monday to Friday show, I'm gonna go, so what is this? Warski Live number 2? Pieces of shit. Anyone tries to steal my goddamn. Anytime
we're completely original compared to Warski Live. That's good.
Hey, look at this! Look.
Yeah,
that's the Monday to Friday though. We need this in. If you ever stream on a Saturday, we're fucking coming for you.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna actually didn't I do last week on Saturday? I did. I did do last week Saturday. So you probably had like a lot way less viewers.
We had 3.
Good. See, this fucking teaches you be careful when I'm live. When you see live now on my channel, you don't.
I could be live at any time, motherfucker.
24-hour live, like never stop streaming.
Andy, tone it down, you dyslexic motherfucker. You're not that great. You can't even pronounce Edinburgh. Such a beautiful name.
I think you went overboard with that insult. So next time you should probably think about my feelings before you really try and push it that hard. You as a low blow, man.
Cry. You gonna cry?
As a low blow.
You gonna cry? Andy, you gonna cry? Andy, you gonna cry?
Yes, I am. Stop it. Seriously, don't pull a fucking bearing on me. It angers me. This guy, every time I invite him on the show, I've invited Bearing on the show 3 times. Never get a response from him. Then I like in the middle of random streams now, he just shows up and he just fucks with me for half an hour and ruins the rest of the show. So I don't want another Bering on my back, all right? Because Bering's honestly one of the biggest pieces of shit on this website, in my opinion.
He is. He's literally Hitler.
Andy.
Hitler was a saint compared to Bering.
Andy, we got a super chat from Rand K.
Oh no!
It looks like it's supposed to be for Andy. But,
I know. I love this. I love this. They think it's your channel. Thanks for the money, sucker.
Are you kidding me? Yo, refund that. Rand K.
Never.
Refund that, you.
Never. Kissing your ass with cash. Love you and Chris. Also, Whitey is a faggot, and that is also true. Great super chat. Wrong channel though. Thank you.
Next time, just go to Sir Six channel and go to their Patreon and do that. Then it will go straight to Andy. I promise.
This chat is so fucking mean. I'm like out of here. By the way, what you did just then, I want to make a comment on this. The whole like maybe you should think about my feelings thing. That works on me every time. Like I get that initial like sinking pit in my stomach before I realize who I'm talking to.
I hurt someone's feelings.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my god.
A soft human being as well. Then
I think it's when
I'm a delicate flower.
Especially when someone's quite convincing it as well.
Can't believe you said that.
It's really what it really is. It's the silence that does it. The pure silence that comes before the calm. Okay. Oh, I guess maybe you should think about that. That kills me. Fucking kills me. Yeah. I'm just like, I don't know what to do here.
what about the soft sigh? The just.
I
can't believe you said that.
Well, if you want to
kill yourself.
If you want to say it that way, I mean,
Ed,
sure.
You were saying as well, like people can call you cunt and asshole and dickhead and stuff. But if someone calls you a bad person, you don't like it.
Yeah, a bad person.
No, that is what I said. I said I was saying it in terms of insulting women, mostly. But like, yeah,
it's pretty much all you do.
The biggest insult that you can say to, especially to like a sensitive, like snowflake SJW type person, is like, you're just not, and say it in a genuine way, like you're like shocked and just be, oh my god, you're just a bad person, and just walk away, and that will eat away at them for fucking days. That they will be thinking in their head, because what they do is they internalize that and they go back and they're like, am I
like the one where we say, do you realize that no one loves you?
I like to say. I like to
Does
say
anyone love
someone. Can you tell me what it's like knowing that no one will ever love you?
Oh god,
that's one of my personal favorites.
And look at this, Ed. You have 4 dislikes on the stream.
Yeah,
that's just like 4 people think you're a horrible YouTuber, probably human being, and.
Those are probably patrons.
Less think and more know. They understand the reality of the situation. Eddie scum.
Yeah.
But that's how it's pronounced, actually. It's Eddie scum.
Bering, go fuck yourself. Honestly, Bering is one of the most overrated people on this channel, on this website.
Yeah.
The dislikes just went up to 10.
Yeah.
No, guys, stop it.
I forgot this game. I forgot about this game. Everybody dislike now. I'm gonna dislike.
Andy, you don't know this, but this is a reoccurring thing.
Oh yeah. See, I had to stop talking about dislikes because it just. People are gonna watch the stream and go, "Oh man, Andy probably fucked up." Andy definitely fucked up on this stream.
Yeah, I hope you take the heat for that.
I will. I honestly look. I'm better than most people. I'm better than you. First of all,
29 to 29. We are at equilibrium.
I got Anna Kasparian. I'm better than Andy Warski.
I said that I'm better than you to someone, and then everyone's like, geez, Andy Kasparian. And then I did that thing that you did, Ed, where you go like after the stream, you have to think and go, maybe I shouldn't have said, maybe they're right.
Yeah, you get hit with that. You got feelings, man. You're a soft, delicate, a beautiful flower.
I'm gender fluid. I'm gender fluid too, so
my feelings fluid. My feelings can change at any moment. I think I might have a mental disability or issue or something.
I'm glad we're having this talk, guys. This is nice. We're bonding.
I feel really close to you guys right now.
I know. This is so beautiful.
It's 35 dislikes.
Anyway, anything else?
We just start all fucking blowing each other's ends with us crying and just being like, beautiful.
Well, our first ever stream, we faked a kiss. I remember that very distinctly. That was the first mistake. And I did a fake moan. He went, I made him moan. Yeah. He was.
There is one thing I wanted to bring up, but I guess somebody else is going to come into this stream because we're not.
Are we inviting losers on again? Even more losers. Jesus.
You know what? How do you
got to help out these small channels, though?
Just real quick, just to fill airtime. I was caught up on or trying to get caught up on this Wonder Woman female only screening.
What? Sexism, those whores. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. That's the reaction.
Women are sexist cunt whores.
Yeah, seriously.
I did have a little bit of a question because it's this place called the Alamo Draft House, and it seems to be an unconventional type movie theater, and I'm not sure what the legality is of it. I'm assuming that because they're being snarky, like SJW, men are so stupid, blah blah blah. Oh, I think somebody said, if it were how would you feel if we did a men-only screening? And they're like, we never did a men-only screening, but we did play Entourage. We aired Entourage or whatever. And I'm like, I don't get that joke. But like, they're being snarky about it. They're being like edgy about it. And it's sort of like, do you guys who are getting like freaked out about this see the dynamic that's happening here? Do you see that they are doing what you do to them and you pride yourself on doing to them? This whole fucking, do you need a safe space? Do you need a fucking safe space? This attitude. And now you're the outraged one. You're up in arms about 2 screenings of Wonder Woman that men aren't invited to. Like, is this really a thing?
I just wouldn't care. You just point at it, go, that's a bit odd. Bye.
No, yeah, I don't actually care.
I thought I'd get more action out of that, but whatever. We all agree that it's stupid.
Silly.
So get the other
guy. It's like a public place, and they took over a public place and said, "No, men can't go here." And that's
I think they did. I think they had to like privatize the screening and shut down the theater.
Oh my God, who's this
gentlemen?
No, I'm gonna say that's a business. I'm on about like a park or something, and they're like, "Oh no, men can't walk in this certain part of the park because it's owned by us now for the next."
I mean, yeah, it's not like it's permanent either or anything like that.
Yeah.
It just doesn't matter.
First of all, none other in the chat. Die. I don't care. You fucking go suck Teal Deer's dick, you piece of shit. And Bearing.
Why are you becoming such a fucking fag, Andy? Why are you doing this, man?
Because I can't. It's been a hard week for me, Bearing. Sorry,
because you're wrong. Because you're wrong.
Yeah, coming from the guy who doesn't even show his goddamn face. You coward.
Yeah, coward.
What kind of man has a cartoon bear for an avatar?
Yeah.
Cartoon anything, really.
Look at
they
this.
should just grow up.
Look at this. I'm sitting in a chat with Saturday morning cartoons, basically. Only one showing my true self of it.
Did you learn that argument?
You don't even
what's that got to do with being right or wrong?
I just means I'm better than you.
You got thrown off because you made a real argument.
Yeah, I was like,
I was expecting that.
I know Bearing. I don't obviously hate Bearing. He just knows how to push the right buttons.
Man,
None other was trolling me too.
So look at all I had to do is disagree, and Andy he's flailing arms and shit. He's fucking triggered. He asked me to come on a stream the other day. He's gone, Baron, can you come on and give me your opinion? I came on and gave him my opinion. He's going, you sabotage my stream. What does sabotage my stream? Fuck
Exaggerations.
You're a pussy.
Speaking of
exaggerations, look, this motherfucker. The only reason you see me flailing my arms is because I show my face.
Oh my God!
Pedophile.
Like one of those, just replace it with one of those fucking tube men, the flailing arm tube men, mate.
Waving inflatable arm flailing tube man.
No, this guy doesn't even know. All right, like wow, what amazing reference, tube men.
I'm a bear, cunt.
Yeah, well, you see, like here, I'm a
Ed, we gotta stop having these nobody YouTubers on. They just ruin everything.
Honestly,
I gotta cut up. I'm a bear.
I'm a bear.
That
does need to be in a song, actually.
I had no response to that.
You idiot.
It's a funny thing. Yeah.
I had no response to that. It's just like, I'm a bear. I'm just like,
What
what
kind of gay sex do you get into, Bering? I'm a bear. Perfect.
Bear kind of bear gay sex cunt.
You did trigger me the other fucking day. You ruined my entire point. That I was trying to make it Joy Sparkles.
I know.
And you're like, who cares?
To do it. It's invite at your own risk, mate. You know that. Fuck. I'm not gonna lie and go, yes, Andy. Yeah, that's right, Andy. That's all I want to do that.
But by the way, Bering, I'm getting Copper Cab in 2 weeks.
Oh, God.
And I'm going to invite you to the stream. And I'm not going to tell him I invited you to the stream. And I'm going to be yelling, who sent out the link?
You are this
All right. So
you know what? Fuck you, Andy. You are this confident that nobody's going to see this. I'm going to make this shit go viral and ruin your idea.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
This isn't some private chat, you bastard.
Just on the download while no one's here.
Come on, Barry.
Fuck, that's arrogant as fuck, man.
Yo, Ed and Sir Sick. Let's be honest here. This is like pretty much like a private hangout, essentially. There's a couple people watching. So like this is like a Warski live. I mean, don't get your
I'm not really into Andy, I'm not really into death threats, but I am gonna kill you.
Hey man, I'm having you on the show on Monday. I'm excited for that. Your chat, look, here's what I did the other day too. I have like so many people like who I'm friends with on the chat on the site that I haven't really watched a lot of their videos because there's no time. But I binge watched your videos, Ranting Monkey. I caught up on all Bering videos and all Sugar Tits video. I caught up on everyone watching 5 hours of straight.
Except 6. Suck my dick. Whatever.
What are we supposed to thank you or something, man?
You haven't even got any videos.
I've got 3 subs there.
I almost never upload. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I caught up on everyone's shit. Is what I'm saying. I'm just trying to say that a
really
white YouTuber. Guy. By the way, how you got the white YouTuber to think I was Asian?
That's beautiful.
It was pretty
funny.
easy, to be honest with you.
I like what you're doing, Bering.
He started. He's going, hey, is that Asian guy? Are they related? All I've done is gone, yeah, sure.
Yeah, they're brothers.
This is where Bering and I. This is where Bering and I.
You should have told them.
I'm really happy that Bering is going after people that probably don't deserve it.
No, actually, Bering, I usually don't do this. I'm gonna read our private Skype conversation because it's just fucking funny. Yo, bruh. This is Bering. I convinced the white YouTuber before that you and Chris were fucking legit brothers and that you are clearly Asian. He did a Twitter poll asking whether people think you look more white or Asian. LMFAO. Just do a quick video about it. And then he sends me the video. And then I wrote, holy fuck, what an idiot. Ha. And then he goes, LOL, a gullible cunt.
And that's nothing I won't say to his face.
Then you wrote Andy, and you made some Asian last name like Xio or something.
Yeah, your last name was I think it was XIOUI.
Xiao.
Well, I'm gonna talk to the white YouTuber because Chris was on the floor laughing that video last night. I'm like, what did Bering do? I'm like, I missed the Skype call. What is this? And I clicked it, and you just have it scrolling slow. And we're like, what? And Chris had tears in his eyes, and he's just dying on the couch. I'm like, you're missing it, dude. So I'm pumped to have the white YouTuber on because that's gonna be like a really.
That's gonna be hilarious. Yeah, I've streamed with him a few times. He's pretty cool. So we'll probably have him on. Yeah, we'll probably. He's got nothing fucking better to do. We'll get him on sometime. And
his videos are awesome. He
exploit
came
him
out of nowhere
as well.
I'm gonna be mates with Copper Cap by the time you have him on. I've got him on Sunday night, so we'll probably duke it out and become best of mates with him.
Don't do that.
What, you're having him on Sunday?
Yeah.
Tomorrow, Sunday?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's SmackDown, man. SmackDown.
Beauty. Yeah, I'm having him on, I think, within 2 weeks. I haven't made a date for it yet, but yeah.
You're fucking busy, man. I guess you're doing this full time now, though, right, Andy?
Yeah, and I'm trying to get a new person on every day. I have some like no bullshit comes on regularly. Bearing swings by as like a co-guest sometimes.
Trigger him every now and again.
Because it's too easy to make me mad. Because you like, I thought, for example, when the whole teal deer stuff went on, Bearing had no idea that it happened, and then he messaged me. Yo, I fucking
mate. No. Andy, I left a comment on the teal deer video.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. And then he wrote, I actually hate you. And I'm like, for real? And then I got really emotional. Bearing's like, no, you faggot. I'm like, well, I'm not in the joking mood right now. And you're like, oh, okay.
Oh, you poor thing.
Well, then we're just gonna have to lay it on thick.
There's a lot of power in the word actually.
But yeah, no, I am busy. Warski Live is probably the fucking busiest. The girlfriends have had to get used to it too.
Yeah,
they're like, oh my god, it's during dinner time. I'm like, I make money. Shut up. I slap them.
Yeah.
Fucking beat
you slap her across her face with your cock, right?
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's how you keep them in line.
And by the way, everyone's like, "Oh, Andy's just joking." No, I actually have my girlfriend.
Yeah, seriously.
Whenever she steps out of line, that's how you control your woman.
Yeah.
You know
and then you break her arm, and you just put her back in the kitchen.
And
then you get on the internet and complain that people are offending you.
Yeah. What about men's rights?
I don't want to hear what you have to say. I don't care. I'm not even part of the stream anymore. See, Ed? You see what happens?
Yeah.
You see what happens? It comes on, and now I lose momentum, and now I want to murder myself.
No, that's okay.
Well,
I feel that
we all know that Bearing is literally the worst person on YouTube. We keep getting told it.
Yeah.
It's just the worst human being alive. I mean, he does the exact same thing about 8 million other people do, except he's more popular than them. That makes him much worse somehow.
He's an artwork stealing, child luring, and I hate him.
And I hate him.
You forgot waves of bullies, waves of misogynists.
And it's just what. And now I'm just going to talk about him 8,000 times. And only make videos about him.
They never tuck on at the end and one hell of a subject matter, do they? You don't fucking hear that.
That must be so fucking weird that there are people who are practically channels that just talk about you. That would start to weird me out after a while.
Is there a lot of anti-Bearing videos?
Anti-Bearing channels, mate. Fucking keep up, Andy.
Are you legitimately asking this, or is
there seems to be more channels
I'm looking for
about
new people
Bearing.
Subscribe. Yeah, I'm looking for new
someone
people.
like Sargon, who I don't know. I don't understand it.
No, see, because I believe that I'm looking for new people to subscribe to, and I think I'd really enjoy their content. So I'm just wondering if I could be
start making some.
do some collabs with them, Andy.
You know what we should do? We should honestly get a ton of people from our group basically, and we all one day at the same time schedule upload bashing someone else from our side. So just 50 drama videos, and we be honest, because I want everyone to know what I actually think about Bearing.
Well, I am honest with you all the time. I thought you were honest with me, but I mean, you're obviously a lying sack of shit. Can I just butt in and say, what the fuck is that? That's the most horrible fucking t-shirt. Did you pay money for that?
Oh yeah,
I have been looking at that t-shirt. It looks like you're wearing the monolith.
Isn't it disgusting? It's like just a black blob. What the fuck is it?
Slow and steady.
I'll change my fucking shirt. You happy, Bearing?
No. Get up and show us how horrible it is first.
Yeah, do we get to see some nips?
Does that stick to your nipples on hot days?
Okay, that's kind of cheap. You're right. That's kind of
stay on screen. You better stay on screen.
He's fashion triggered. He's fucking fashion triggered.
Hey guys, should I kick him out?
No,
just
mute him when he gets back, so he'll keep talking for a bit. I'll give you that.
Just kick him out.
No, I would highlight him and then
what's this one?
Mute him.
Oh, that's better. Yeah, good replacement, dickhead.
Come on, dude.
Don't mute me. First of all, I want to say something. When bearing at, so I'm angry.
It's not even ironed, Andy. It's not. It's all wrinkly, mate. The other one was better than that.
Oh no! Double trigger.
Yeah, can you change back? Can you change back to the other one now?
Have you got another shirt?
That one. When Bearing said that they were sticking to my nips on hot days, they were actually sticking to my nips. So that's why I'm like, he makes a valid point there.
Well,
so I'm gonna change.
that's why we had to mute you, because we could just hear the peeling noise.
Oh God,
It's disgusting.
You really
Why did you buy that though?
shirt?
Even if it didn't stick to your nipples, how did
I'll
you
tell
look at
you
that
why I
and go,
bought it.
That's stylish.
Let me explain.
Hell.
You've asked me already.
Because Bearing just sits there in a suit all the day.
Bearing's got a new
how do you-
channel where he
how the-
judges other YouTubers' clothing attire.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna explain to you. I was at a store and I bought a shirt I liked, and then the lady at the register was like, "Hey, if you buy a second shirt from the same area, you get 50% off." So I ran over and grabbed that shirt because it's
shut
whatever.
So it would
I
have been
swear to
better if
God,
you'd have
I
said she was
swear.
hot or something.
Is my girlfriend awake? I'm gonna ask. I'll ask her, and she'll come on mic and go, "Yes, that happened."
Get it to verify. I think we do need verification.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know what? You should have just owned it.
Should have just said, "I like
yeah, I
shit
would've gone,
t-shirts."
Fuck you. This is my fucking black. This is my black
Hell
blob
yeah, man.
t-shirt. Fuck
Slow
you.
and steady. It keeps me on point. It's a motivational shirt. Fuck you, man.
It's bold. I like it.
It
So
just looks
Andy's-
like he's wearing a
Andy's-
monolith with some shit
we're
type.
gonna see how long Andy takes to figure out that he's muted right now.
Again.
Yeah. Let his girlfriend talk, and then we'll go. Oh, did she just say something? Excuse me.
Taking a nap. I can't.
Ah, god damn it.
Whatever.
In fact, I woke her up when I yelled. I said, "Sinead!"
You woke
She's like,
him up.
"What?" I'm like,
Oh, you
they
are
wanna-
fucked, son.
They wanted to ask you a question about a piece of an article of clothing I bought. She's like, "Get the fuck out of here!" I'm like, "Okay."
What's wrong with you? I don't want to be part of your fucking YouTube nonsense. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. That's even better.
I like her. Does she have a channel?
No, yeah. Actually, Sugar Tits just subscribed to her channel.
Is she, no, is that serious? Is she gonna start doing stuff?
No, she's not. She absolutely hates YouTube. She watches like my streams and talks to some people in the chat sometimes, but she finds what we talk about really boring and pointless.
She's probably right.
Yeah.
She sounds like she's clever.
Yeah, no, she's from Ireland. She's from Ireland. She wants to just fucking live her but let's be honest, she
wants
boring
liver?
too sometimes.
So does she have the thick accent? She's like, "It's about to be. It's about to be.
Pretty much, yeah,
Andy,
yeah.
why are you waking me up, son? I can't believe
just
you
wanna-
did that."
Point out that
How-
this beta cuck just whispered when he said something negative about his girlfriend. She's a little boring.
So
Help!
Call
I
me.
slip it with my dick.
Irish women are
this,
tough.
no, this is not becoming the roast of Warski.
Yeah, it is.
Well, you've got, mate, you know what, Andy? That's on you, mate. That is on. That's on you. You grow some fucking balls and you stop being roastable, and we'll stop roasting you. You know what it's like, man. It's not on us. It's on you.
Yeah,
Come on.
dickless. I know. I feel bad.
Ed, you're a bad person.
So I'm really glad we finally met, Andy. This is
Yeah.
You know what?
Thanks for
Monday-
coming on. I hope you enjoyed your time.
I mean Monday we'll see, what's up.
I literally ran out of all things to say to you, to be honest. I think I'm probably just gonna do you want to do like a 2-hour moment of silence? You just want to
That sounds pretty
That
good.
would be great. That would be great.
I have a lot of people who've been waiting to be on my show. Maybe
You
I'll just have
You
them
should
on.
both go on and be on camera and just do your taxes or something.
All right.
That'd be riveting.
Yeah, we can do that. Edandro.
And fuck you. Dude.
Edandro.
Just call him Faggy McFagballs and get over it. It's fine.
You are my enemy now.
All right. Well, no, I see, but here's the thing is I come prepared to my shows.
Yes.
You sort of were just winging it, and it was like, all right, well,
And they're better. So
like, get the God, I can't really say
Well, your
anything.
girlfriend's asleep, man. Fuck.
Look at this. Look at this. You see this board over here?
Yeah.
That's all preparation from yesterday's interview. That's all I'm saying.
Is that a portrait of you on that board? Go back to that board. Let's do that.
What does it? What does it say? Or does it say?
Oh, hold on.
What are the points? What are the points?
I asked her about Germany, abortion, conversation with the other side, worst YouTuber, who would you interview, best YouTuber, what do you want to see change, YouTube fame, community, feminism, morality, gay, what do you think about gender roles and gender pronouns?
Look at him trying to pretend that he's professional.
Is that for me?
God.
Is that for me on Monday?
No, you're gonna have a whole new board. You're gonna have.
You're actually gonna buy a new board?
Nah, an extra board just for Ed.
That is pretty impressive.
Hilarious. That was so fucking funny, guys. Holy shit, man. This show is fucking crazy funny. Another whole. Why would I do that? It's ridiculous.
Thanks.
That's what you said, Andy. That's what you said, mate.
It's just it was using your own words in an ironic fashion.
I'm gonna do an hour video explaining satire to Andy Warski.
Now see, Andy, when you said a whole nother board, I took that and I made it as if a new board. Isn't that clever?
You gotta start off.
Fucking funny, guys.
It really happened. Somebody took my comment seriously. Can you believe it?
I know. Oh my god, I was fucking surprised, guys. It's so fucking funny.
You look like you're gonna cry.
I am crying because it's so like another board, but you could just erase the first one.
You see, what Andy is doing right now is called sarcasm.
What? No, man. What are you talking about?
Well, I think someone could get that read by fake.
Of a mental breakdown.
This is what's happening.
I'm gonna write that one down. Fuck it. I'm gonna use on my next video. I'm gonna buy a whole other board for Ian Andrew to be on my show.
Please, Andy, please have a psychotic breakdown. Please have a literal psychotic breakdown on my stream.
That would be amazing.
I need it.
I mean, we've had like a fight go in the background of one of our streams. Now we just need a breakdown.
Oh yeah. You guys don't know about that. Irate Bear got into like a fight with some neighbor of his or something.
It was like one of his a friend, and yeah, there was a literal fight in the background of our stream, and we were like, "Do we say anything?"
You right, mate? You right, mate?
Yeah. Should we jump in? Should we jump in and help him?
Well, it was more of a case of are we going to be implicated in a murder or some shit? Because we're like sitting there as fucking witnesses to some crime.
Hope so. That would be great for ad revenue.
Yeah, that's what we're.
That's what it all comes back to.
I hope someone dies.
No, it'd be funnier. It'd be funnier if on the next stream we use that buying a whole other board joke a second time. We fucking crack you up.
That was a good joke.
I think he's going to buy another fucking board now. There will be another board.
This is what happened to Steve Shaves before he he was fucking hilarious one day, and this happened.
Someone told him a joke, and it broke him, and now he hates jokes.
Oh my!
I have to mute myself.
Fucking hilarious.
I do really want to see that wall now, and it's just got an Ed board, and it just says "asshole."
Actually, Wizard of Oz, he just said, because I went to Second City, he said, this is what Second City gets you. It's just shitty ass fucking jokes.
Yeah, we're not in the days of Martin Short and fucking the fat one. Who's the fat one? John Candy.
Oh,
yeah. Candy, I miss John Candy. Is he dead?
Rest in peace.
He was good value.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah, he passed away. I want to sign up. I want to sign up to an open mic stand-up night and just say that board joke and film it, and then put this part of that part of the stream first, and then me doing stand-up, literally saying that joke, and then like no one laughing. Me and be like, why are you all laughing? You guys don't know comedy. What the fuck? And then just walk up the stage
and then scream at an audience member and like get the fuck punched out of you or something. That would be fucking hilarious.
Yo,
take some bodyguards down and get them to beat up the audience. They like the Turkish.
I genuinely want you to
thing.
do that.
Yeah,
just literally walk up on stage, please. Just do it. Go to open mic night and do exactly.
I've done that before. I did an open mic where it was like a bunch of my friends who do stand up were there, and I've heard their material before, and they usually kill. And that room was awful. Like no one was laughing.
He's killed good or bad. He's killed good or bad.
It's good.
It's good. It means like there's a joke.
You doing
like,
the same thing that Andy just did and just being a complete cock?
No, just because kill's bad. Like kill's bad.
Murder is not good.
Murder is
stand
bad.
up. It's.
I don't want to go any further before we express that the official position of this live stream is that we do not endorse murder.
Wait. I'm not going to take a firm position on that until facts are in.
Okay.
Super chat me to make that my position.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I am 100% in love with the idea of you just going to an open mic night and saying,
well,
my friend on the internet, he said I could get a new board, and then just walking off.
Like, you guys don't even fucking.
And he just laughed. Oh, that would be.
So
he really gets comedic timing, and then walk away.
On that night, everyone's like, everyone I knew, all their material always did well at other clubs, and this one particular club in Toronto, the Rivoli, like it's so hard to get a laugh there. It's all pretentious assholes. So when I went up and did my set, I knew I wasn't gonna get anything out of it because it was just a bad night. No one's like, so I just went up there and fucking ripped into every audience member, just fucking pointed, and there was a guy in the front seat with like a suit on. I'm like, look at you should be fucking like in an office. You stink. Why the fuck are you here? And I just insulted the whole audience, and the comedians were all laughing. So I've done that where I'm like, well, fuck stand up. 50 people watch you. Big deal. So I would do that board joke because I don't care about those 50 people.
You sound like such an asshole right now.
No, I'm better. I'm
fucking better.
I'm Andy Kasparian. I want to make a shirt that says Andy Kasparian. Look, I'm better than.
I love that. Well, you know, this is kind of funny. I remember one of my favorite comedic things that was ever done. You know who Tim Heidecker is, right? From. Mm-hmm. Do you really? Or are you just saying?
I've heard the name. I don't really watch him.
From Tim and Eric. Yeah, he would go up on stage because he's not a stand-up comedian. I don't think traditionally, but he would go on stage and he would stand up there and just sort of awkwardly, like hold his hand, sort of like an Andy Kaufman type deal, and then he'd be like, "So, I was talking to my roommate the other day, and I was like, hey man, I want a Coke,' and he's like, well, here's a Pepsi,' and I was like, hey, what? This is a Pepsi. I asked for a Coke. And then like,
yes,
I mean, come on. He just goes on stage and like flat bombs, and it's fucking hilarious.
Funny. You watch on Netflix Norm Macdonald's new comedy special. He does anti-comedy as well, and it's just like,
oh really?
Joke?
Because I didn't get it. I did. I watched the first 10 minutes with my girlfriend, and I was like, oh, he lost it, didn't he? I was like, I remember Norm Macdonald.
That's him, man. And keep watching. It gets funnier.
That's him. Doesn't make him good all of a sudden.
No. If there's something, Norm Macdonald was really funny back in the day in the SNL day. I really liked him.
His special was funny as fuck, though. I liked it.
Oh, well, I only watched a little bit. Now I'm gonna watch more.
No, watch more. I know the first, like, it started slow. It gets really funny, man.
Is that intentional?
Yeah, well, he's building up the awkwardness that when you make it to his jokes that are really funny, you're dying by that point, and he's really likable. And the fucking special's called Hitler's Dog or something. Is that
what Amy Schumer's doing with like her whole career?
No, she
maybe she's a fucking genius.
She's building up to the point where she's like 50 or something.
Everyone's got that she's not funny. We don't know why she's in anything, and then she just says one fucking rape joke. And everybody
Well, fucking. I heard Bering enjoyed her special with Sugar Tits, like when they watched it. But I mean, to each his own. I don't care.
I find a fucking floppy cunt jokes to be quite classy, man. I think.
No, you like that one? Wait. There was a really funny one where she said, "Wait, hang on. Her vagina smells like a fucking barnyard." That was fucking funny, right?
Yeah, when your penis shrivels up inside of your body, that's how you know it's good comedy.
Oh man! Oh, there was a funny one too where she goes, "I like being cummed on, but I want more."
Oh my god!
No, it was almost as funny as the board joke I said earlier.
When I watched that special, there were moments when I actually felt a little bit sick.
Yeah, I actually fucking gagged a little bit. She's like,
I'm not even kidding. That's literally not a joke. I seriously, there were moments where she's talking about it, and I'm like, vaginas aren't
okay. We get it. You're disgusting.
You're teaching a vagina as a used ashtray. That's
Male comedians do not get on stage and just talk about their sweaty, nasty balls for 45 minutes.
Have you seen this rash?
Like I said, that's the reason why I always go away from female comedians, because it's always about the badge, and I'm like, I don't care, I've got one.
Or it's about dating. Men are
I'm
terrible.
on my period, right? Period, ladies, and they're all like, "Woo!" I bleed from my cunt as well.
You know what? I was gonna finish this, but we got onto something else. But when I was talking about the Amy Schumer thing, the other aspect of that was, I was like, okay, well, what else is on? I feel like watching stand-up, so I clicked on this other thing with this relatively attractive chick called Catherine Ryan. And in 5 minutes, I laughed at this non-promoted random Netflix special that aired at the same relative time as Amy Schumer. In 5 minutes, I laughed at that more than Amy Schumer. And then there was a bit in it where she was like, Amy Schumer, thank you for what you do for women. And I'm like, what does she do for women? What does she do for women? You're better than her. You're Anna Kasparian, better than her.
Better than her. I'm better than you.
And you're giving her all of this. You're worshiping this disgusting,
vile,
killing pig.
Have you seen Louis' new special?
I don't know. I saw the new one.
Netflix. I actually watched that in Toronto, like live.
Is that you were? Is that the one where the last
no, the
minutes is about being a little?
Oh, do you mean Louis C.K.?
Yeah, so his opening joke is about abortion.
Love Louis. He's brilliant.
So I watched that one live. It wasn't the taping of the Netflix. He did that in New York, I think. But
it's the same set.
It was the same set. But man, I was 4 rows behind front stage on the side, and I was like, what? I paid $200 for the tickets because it was the last ones. They sold out in 10 minutes at the at a stadium that we have here that's like 35,000 seats or more. And so I bought them instantly, and they were the most expensive seats because they were all sold out. This guy, I've never had more tears in my eyes live anywhere, while simultaneously being like, oh geez, that was offensive. At the same time, it was amazing. His stance on abortion,
to laugh at this?
Yeah, well, his stance on abortion is amazing. He's like everyone's like, kids are special. He's like, who fucking cares? Fuck kids. And I'm like, yes, what a great. It's like Bering's argument with veganism. He's like, who cares? Good, yes.
That is, by the way, an exact quote of Louis' act. He goes on stage and he goes, everybody's like, kids are so special, but nah. Brilliant. Yeah. The bit I really liked though of his, because now that we're literally just talking about other people's material.
Other funnier people.
Funnier, better people.
And some not so funny.
I like the whole people thinking their parents after a game or whatever, and it's like, leave your mother alone. She's dead. She's dead, and she still has to come to your fucking game.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's so fucking.
Is that on
funny.
Netflix? Because I need to watch that.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Oh, good news.
I loved his bit about, he was talking about death on his last special or second last special, but he's talking about how his grandma signed up to be one of those bodies that kids in school learn how to dissect, and he's like, and the kids he's like, the kid's fucking hung over, and he's like, and he fucks it up, and then the teacher's like, oh, you have an F, and then writes a big F on her tit and throws it down the chute. Your dead grandma is the F of of a student.
Oh my god.
Something along those lines. But he's fucking dark. I love it. And that's why I don't care about these dark jokes everyone's saying. Everyone's like, guys, be sensitive. Oh my god, don't make funny jokes. Like one joke I heard and everyone was jumping on this dude. It was really bad, but I laughed, but it was horrible on the bombing, the Manchester bombing. He's like, well, I guess they needed more virgins in heaven. And I was like, oh my god.
Was that his delivery as well?
It was on Twitter. So there was no tone. There was no tone. It was just like, I guess they wanted more virgins in heaven. And I was like, that's funny, but horrible.
I mean, you can the whole argument of fucking what is it? Thunderfoot said, "Oh, how far does free speech go? Fuck me, Jesus."
Meanwhile, his videos, like 2 years ago, were feminists are trying to run media and politically correctness and all this bull, and like everyone can be free to. And now he's saying, "Don't be mean. That's why I'm leaving the community."
Do you think he's going to do a woolly bumblebee? Because that would be fucking depressing.
I don't think he'll do that, but I fucking hope he doesn't.
He's dumb. He's honestly like the smartest idiot I know.
I think that he's just had a massive emotional reaction to something and doesn't know how to calm down.
Sounds like a feminist.
Sargon's being an arsehole. That's Thunderfoot.
Oh, remember when I was saying speaking of Sargon, remember what I was saying about one of my pet peeves of the YouTubers is the really, really dumb people who are just kind of regurgitating ideas, but doing it in that way that they think they're super intellectual. They have that air about them, like they're pretending to be
genuinely pretentious.
A good example of that is the guy who came on Sargon's stream and just Sargon.
Oh, that 2-hour stream or whatever it was.
Yeah, where
the guy with the sunglasses. Didn't I show you that?
Oh, is that the one where they're talking about fucking rules for radicals or something?
Yeah. That was so hard to watch, and I watched the whole thing, and I never watch stuff that I find hard to watch all the way through.
Was he trying to be funny? Was he trying to be funny, that guy?
No, I think he.
I didn't even register that as comedy. Like I usually at least register it.
No, it wasn't. No. I'm talking about trying to be sophisticated, trying to be
that wasn't. That was unintentional comedy. It was hilarious. It was a proper train wreck.
No, it wasn't hilarious. It was fucking cringy.
I think he has issues.
That's too yellow. That's offensive.
Yeah.
That's like that dude from Sin City. Yellow. It wasn't that funny.
Fucking 11 of this fucking jokes flying around here. It's crazy. Keep them coming, guys.
He just called me Orlando. Which is where I live, ironically. Nice. You just doxed me on accident.
Tyler Preston had a problem with our stream the other night, Bearing, by the way.
Well,
I saw that. He's being a complete pussy, isn't he? That's weird.
Well, V was on.
Apparently, he's getting outraged at something every day these days, like every fucking day.
Yeah, he's so sensitive now. Like he was mad. V did a tweet a few weeks ago or something about some chick who was sent back, and he said sent back to Qatar, and then everyone's like, and then Tyler and a bunch of people are like, you just doxed her. And then on Bearing.
Oh stream, yeah. Qatar is apparently a very specific location now, like a resident.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And then on Bearing stream, we just brought it up, and then Tyler's like, "I'm so disappointed in Bearing, who got V to dox again. Bearing, like, why are you letting people on your big platform dox other people?" Did
Tyler Preston ever come off to anyone as particularly intelligent?
Tyler Preston had me as a guest video, so I'm going to say that he was right about everything he's ever said, and that you're all just big meanies or something.
Yeah, no, I like Tyler. I like Tyler.
I think he's good.
Before we
like a good guy.
Before we ramble off, can I just say on point, Tyler, suck my dick, buddy. Suck my fucking dick. You go fuck yourself.
It don't make me hungry, Barry.
I would actually if I can give you props for one of your live shows, one of my favorite ones that you did recently was with Skeptor about kind of exactly that, like this outrage sort of
Like, yeah, the
It's
whole
weird.
That reminds me, I've got
outraged.
an outraged video to make about Skeptor.
No, I can't muster up that much energy in order to make myself so offended by something.
Like genuinely, like
Well-
there's video me, and then there's real life me. It's like, yeah, whatever.
Well, yeah, because when I brought Skeptor on, like, again, when I have someone on, I give them like benefit of the doubt to explain themselves, and I'll ask them questions as we go along. And the general consensus with Skeptor was that he finds it offensive, but he doesn't want them to not say it. But yeah, it was like he was fine with it. He doesn't hate anyone who's making jokes. He just thinks that.
And if I was sitting there having a beer with Bering, I'd get up and slap him for some reason.
Is that what he said? Yeah,
I
he
was
said that on the
avoiding some of
stream.
that.
Did he?
Yeah, on the stream.
What
You
is
watch my-
with Bering derangement syndrome? I just don't fucking understand it.
I don't.
I don't get how I was the worst. I haven't made
You're
one.
in every fucking situation. You're always the worst one of anything, even if you've never done the thing they're talking about. It's fucking weird.
It is weird.
You're always the worst example of anything.
Is it
Yeah.
a case that Baring just walks into a room, sighs, and then there's a headline saying Baring is a cunt?
I mean, that wouldn't be an inaccurate headline. It just not
yeah.
for the right reasons.
Yeah. Actually, Francesca said something funny about Baring, right? So when her and I were chatting, at first we're discussing her feelings and how upset she was about things. And then one of her things was, people call me nigger and threaten to kill me because of you guys. And I'm like, it's not our responsibility to control our audience. We don't condone that stuff. And I'm like, when's the last time you heard any of us tell our fans to say
because this is kind of getting to it. This is a tired fucking argument, but like, because it's obvious. But didn't Lacey Green? Am I remembering this correctly? In the last video, Lacey said something about YouTubers should openly or disavow that type of behavior. But I mean, I think everybody has, right?
Yeah.
Like, hasn't everybody? Like, we'll say, yeah, we're not responsible for what our audience does.
There's no one out there going, go get him, guys. There's no
Get
one.
him, you piece. Well, then she brings up.
I'm going to start doing that. Just so I get more famous, because people will be like, look at him, he did it. And I'm like, yeah, fuck you all.
Go harass Christy Winters and tell her that Ed sent you.
Yeah.
No. Well, hang on.
No, go harass Christy Winters and tell him that Andy sent you.
No, god damn it. Watch. So
Hashtag
Baring.
satire.
So she's like, how about Baring? And I'm like, Baring doesn't condone anyone to, he doesn't sick people on
But he's the most famous one, so it must be him.
But she's like, well, the other week, you know what he did? He told his fans to send the opposite of what they think about people to SJW.
Compliments.
Yeah, compliments. Yeah.
So she's getting basically, she's like,
She gets loads of compliments and she's triggered. That's
Didn't they end up taking like hashtag Baring Mafia really seriously?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
So she's going.
I've only killed about 3 people for Baring. There's no Baring Mafia.
Christy Winters was saying her justification was because Christy, they're literally saying, "Have a nice day. I like what you're wearing." Your videos are really informative.
You definitely don't have a really annoying.
And she goes, no, they're still harassment because they're unwanted. So apparently now what you've got to do on Twitter, before you send a tweet, you've got to make sure that they're wanted. So I think now
but what if the request is unwanted as well?
Well, exactly.
She's so fucking bored. Just turn the comments off.
Just get off. I'm sorry, but get off the fucking internet if you don't want people to talk to you.
She can't be 100% genuine. They're just literally at this point trying to find something wrong with you.
Either that or she's genuinely insane.
It's a reactionary answer where she goes, well, what can I say? Well, the unwanted, not thinking. Well, isn't every tweet unwanted? Like you don't request a tweet from someone, do you?
See, it's like a phone call. You don't ask for someone to phone you. There's do.
Yeah, sure.
I have to actually run now.
We're at the 2-hour mark. You don't get to end the stream, so shut up. We're at the 2-hour mark, and this has been a whole lot of fun. Good to finally meet Andy Warski. Andy Warski, any last words now?
Everyone.
The board.
No, wait, that was a funny joke. Yeah.
There was a funny joke about the ball.
Hang on. We probably have a bunch of new viewers since that joke. So hear this. So I said, I'll need a whole new other board for Ed and Andrew for my show on Monday, right? And then when I went to change, then he went, wait, another board. We're gonna buy another one.
Do you know what? If you do the stand-up thing, I hope just a bunch of people who watch you on YouTube turn up, so they will laugh, and you'll just be like, "Oh, well, I fucked it all up."
Yeah, make me famous, faggot. That's what I need. I need you to go out there and spread the message of me.
I'm gonna invite
my cup.
All my fans. I'm gonna like sell out the room and just be completely awful the whole time, but tell everyone to laugh at every bad joke. So the owner of the club's like,
anyway.
And then you can be like, follow me on YouTube, Edinburgh Whitehall. Yeah. But, okay.
Wear your black blob t-shirt.
All right. I believe that Andy said that he had to go. So let's let him go and then we'll end.
Monday. Yeah, Monday. Everyone, Warski Live, 6 p.m. Eastern. We're going to have you on, which I'm very excited about. And then the whole week we have Roaming Millennial, Blair White, Mundane Matt, and Rucka Ali.
I do not belong in this lineup. Anyway, get out of my stream.
And by then he'll have watched one of my videos and gone, "No, I'm not into this."
No, I'm gonna check it out for sure, dude. So sick. But I'm doing like you being in on Monday, sort of like a Make-A-Wish Foundation thing.
Yeah. Have you just been told off?
No,
have you just been told off for keeping her up?
Is it something like I'm talking too loud or something?
Cook.
Oh,
beta cook.
Beta cook, man.
You heard it here, folks. Andy Warski is a beta cook.
Okay, you know what? It's been fun knowing you. So I'll try and film it. Hey, Barry, if you want to swing by on Monday, if you want to.
I've got an open slot.
Shut up. That's so mean to me. All right, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Get out of here, you.
Oh, yo.
What a cock. Anyway.
Oh, he was the worst. Why the fuck did you invite him on?
I don't know, man.
So sensitive, and we had to look at his face.
I'm sorry for wasting everybody.
Wasn't it awkward when he was regurgitating the fucking board joke like that?
Yeah, I mean, it was just and I was genuinely asking because that's what it sounded like he was saying. But he was like, "Oh, it's a funny joke," and I just let him go because I'm like, "Whatever, man." I mean,
just
some
piece of
so
shit.
basically, everyone who's still here, go unsubscribe from Andy and give us all your money.
There's a lot of fucking psychos on the internet, and I think at the end of the day, we learned that. So, sorry for wasting everybody's time with this garbage stream, but we're gonna go ahead and head out now. We usually like to keep these down to 2 hours. Thank you very much, Varying, for coming on and saving the stream.
It's my pleasure, boys. Anytime.
Check me out on Warski Live on Monday, and if not, then kill yourself. All right, goodbye, everyone.
Bye.